What'd you think of the new intro? I got inspired because several of you have neat little introductions and I really liked it, so I thought I would try one. And I tried not to make it too long, but also tried to make it show like the things that I love, you know, that I talk about and stuff. So if you think it's too long, let me know. I think it was like 21 seconds, something like that. So anyway, I was gonna talk about projects today, what I've got done, what I'm working on, talk about some different yarn things. But first, I wanted to show you what you know how with YouTube we gain new friends and people that love yarn just like we do, and there's just so many nice people. Well, there's this girl named Nikki that's really super nice, and she doesn't have a YouTube channel, but you probably have seen her in the comments. She goes by Deet Martin. She had contacted me and asked and said she had some yarn she wanted to send me because she thought I would like it. And you know, so I went back and said, you don't have to do that, you know, I'm not worthy to have people send me stuff, you know. And she's like, no, I really think you would like it. It's called, I think it's like Ozark Mountain, something like that, because she knows how much I love the Ozarks. And if you don't know, my family goes on an annual vacation to the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. Every year we have for probably just under 10 years we go, and it's just a really great time. We go for a whole week. There's a place we stay at out there and do a lot of the same things every time, but it's just like a family tradition and we really love it. So anyway, I was like, okay, you know, and sent her my address. Oh my God. Let me show you this package. This is the size of the package I got. Look at this thing. It's huge. And first I was gonna wait to open it until I did a vlog, but I had a couple of days of vacation and I didn't feel like filming anything, you know. I just was being a lazy bum, just watching like documentaries on Amazon Prime and watching YouTube videos and knitting and, you know. But anyway, this thing, I could not open it. I only let like maybe an hour pass. But anyway, let me show you what she sent me. I just am overwhelmingly grateful. Nikki, thank you so much. I still can't even believe everything you sent. Okay. So she sent me 2 skeins of this homespun Thick and Quick by Lion Brand. It's a number 6 super bulky yarn and the color is Azure Blue. It's an 8-ounce 160 yard skein of yarn, and it makes me kind of think of storm clouds. It's like that kind of a bluish gray. It's really beautiful. But 2 of those, and then a 3-pack. This is Lion Brand Da Vinci. Let me open it up so I can take one out. These are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's 1.75 ounces, 55 yards. This is 53% wool, 47% acrylic. It's a super bulky, and this is the color Oceana, and it's absolutely beautiful. So there's 3 skeins of that. I think there's 3. Well, I know there's 3 here. Then another 3-pack, again of that Da Vinci by Lion Brand. And this one is in the colorway Quartz. And it's just beautiful. You know, I can tell, Nikki, that you watch what kinds of yarn I buy. That really touches my heart, you know, to know that somebody pays that much attention and really cares. And next, this is awesome yarn too. 3 skeins of it again. This is Hometown USA, which is a really great yarn. It works up in scarves super fast. It's a super bulky. This is in the color Circus, and that's what it looks like too. It's a 4-ounce ball, 64 yards. And see, like circus colors. Just really, really pretty. So 3 skeins of that. And I haven't even gotten to the Ozarks yet. And then a big old ball of this. It's like that Bernat baby blanket yarn, which these work up in scarves and hats and stuff too. I just want to like toss that. And then 3 skeins of, this is Tweed Stripes by Lion Brand. And I don't think I've ever had this color before. This is a number 5 bulky, 144 yards, 3-ounce ball, and this color is Athena. That is a really, I love purple. Purple and pink are my 2 favorite colors. Purple 1 and then pink 2. All shades of them. And then, can you believe all this? Last but not least is 6 skeins. And this is, no, Ozarka Forest. I was thinking Ozark Mountain, but Ozarka Forest. And again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I've never had this or seen it before. And it's another Tweed Stripes by Lion Brand. And, oh duh, I already said the color, Ozarka Forest. So it's like greens, and it looks like a forest in the Ozarks. It's like when we go out on a boat, or even like the cabin we stay at, you can look out over the lake, and there's mountains over there, and there's like houses pebbled throughout the mountains, but the trees, they're all in like these colors. Oh, I just love this. I still am just completely overwhelmed. I have never had anybody send me something like this before. I just am beyond grateful and thankful. I don't even have words. I don't know, I don't think they've invented a word to express how I'm feeling. So, if you hear any yelling in the background, it is my youngest son playing Call of Duty, I believe. He gets really, he like rages during that game, gets really angry at people. So anyway, let me show you, I think first I'll start with what I'm working on because it's only one thing. The other project I have is a scarf, and it's at work. It's my work project that I work on during conference calls. The other thing is I'm working on the loom and a scarf. And the yarn I'm using for this, Kathy actually on her Etsy shop, she did some de-stashing, and so she had several different yarns that I bought from her. And this one is a Loops and Threads Charisma in these colors. I thought that was really, really pretty. It's like some unique color pairings. This one is called Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis. But it's really pretty, and it is working up into a scarf. Just gorgeous. I really like it, and it's super soft. And it's another one of those that works up really fast. Okay, so then completed projects. I have a hat. Let me put it on this little head that I like to knock over when I'm trying to put hats on it. Looks like that. And I want to say thank you. I had posted a picture of it without a pom-pom on Instagram asking, you know, should I do a pom-pom or not? Most people were voting for a pom-pom, and I like it with the pom-pom, so I'm glad. So this was another de-stash. And Kathy only had 1 skein. It's a Loops and Threads, and it says Morocco. And this is the color Casbah. And then she had a little ball, like a little extra ball. Well, that ball is what I made this hat with. And then the purple is with a Red Heart Soft. And then see how it's got all the different colors. It has green, it has, you know, white as the base, and then red and purple and green and yellow and blue. But I just thought that was really cool. And this is exactly the kind of idea I had for it whenever I ordered it from her. So the next thing, this is another scarf I made with yarn that I bought from Kathy. It's another Charisma by Loops and Threads. It's the same as this, just different colorway. Chocolate Cupcake is the color of this. And so I made a scarf out of it. It's really pretty. It's right up my alley because it's got a lot of those pinks in there that I love. And I think pink and brown go together really, really good. Then, I think I showed this as a work in progress last time. This is a scarf, and I thought I saved the label. I guess I didn't save the label. I thought I had. Anyway, it's 2 skeins of yarn that I used on the round blue Nifty Knitter loom that has 24 pegs, and so it's a tube. And so it's 1 strand of this kind of yarn, which is the Caron Simply Soft, and the color was like cranberry or something, and then it's paired with a homespun. I wish I had the, I had thought for sure I saved the label, but sorry about that. And then the next thing was another one, oops, excuse me for a moment, that I think was in process last time. And that's, yeah, it was in process. I finished this one. And it's just another scarf. Can you tell I like to make scarves? They're kind of just a thing that I like to make when I'm watching YouTube videos or just television. And I didn't save the label on that one. And then, man, I'm bad about the labels. This was the work project that I was working on. It is with 1 strand of the Caron Simply Soft in a solid color, I think, I don't remember the color name, with a homespun. Those two together, paired together, they work up really nice with scarves or hats. What I like to do with hats when I use the homespun is make the brim out of a yarn like a Red Heart Soft or something like that in a solid color, and then the body of the hat with the homespun. I've tried to make a whole hat with homespun before, and it seems like the brim is too loose. And then, you know me, I had to make some more snakes. So I have some snakes to show you. This first one was with Premier Yarns Eversoft, and this color is Cactus. And that's what this little fellow looks like. I always try to show you the eyes. There's his eyes and his colorway. And then I have so much yarn and stuff all around me on my table. The next one is, again, by Premier Yarns, and this one is in the color, and I had showed these to you in my last vlog that I got from Hirschner's, and this one's called Neon Lights. I love this one. It's like a bright pink, and it has green and purple, and then I put green eyes because I thought the green contrasted really nice. That's that one. And I make these again on the Addi, the small Addi machine. And for these, the Premier Yarns, they are a number 4. I was trying to find 130 yards or 119 meters, and I had 2 skeins that I used. And then another one with the Premier Yarns. This one is in the colorway Beach Day, so it's like a beach ball. And it looks like this. And I put the bright blue eyes, so I thought it stood out really good with the bright blue in the colors. Then 2 more. This one is also with the Premier Yarns, and I have 2 more colors of that left. One is actually on the Addi machine right now, waiting to be finished off, and the other one's on my coffee table. But this is, again, the Premier Yarns, and this is the color Surfboard. And these are so soft, and they worked up really nice for snakes. But that's this one, and I put that color Eyes. So I have this one. And then last is my good old trusty I Love This yarn, and I use the entire skein. This color is Tangelo Stripe, and 5 ounces, 252 yards. And that's this one. It's another one that just stripes beautifully. And there's, I don't know if you can tell, but that's green, like a green, kind of a mossy green. And so I put green eyes because I thought that the green stood out really good. I put yellow up against it, but they didn't stand out as good. I liked the green. So that's all the projects, and so I feel like I've been really busy since the last time that I vlogged. I also wanted to say thank you to Erin418 because she had, in my last yarn haul, I had some James Brett Marble Chunky, and she said if you go to Daramore's, they're out of the UK and they're a lot cheaper, like $7.49 instead of 15 bucks for a big ball. And so I went out there, I don't remember what day it was, but shortly after she had said something, and it was bank holiday. I don't know exactly what that is in the UK, but they celebrated with all of us because they had even further discounts. So it was like $6.49 for those big things. And I think I either ordered 3 or 4, plus some other yarns and stuff. So when all that comes, I'll share that with you. And if you spend $50, you get free shipping. And so I know it's going to take a while because it's coming all the way from the UK, but the prices were amazing. They were really, really good. So I'm excited to get that order. So that was like, what is the deal with me and yarn? It's like I bought out of Kathy's stash, and then Nikki sent me all this great yarn, and now I've got a Daramore's order coming. So I'm not going to order any yarn or buy any. And with the caveat that if I run out of my yarn for my snake scarves, which I still have quite a bit of that, I will buy more of that, but that's just because not every yarn works for a snake scarf. But I'm thinking some of this tweed stripe, this purple. You know, I have some eyes, some glass eyes that I special ordered that cost like $3 a pair because they're hand painted and stuff. There might be a pair that would go good with like that purple yarn, and I could make a snake for myself. So yeah. Okay, the last thing is, you guys know how I just love all things scary. So yesterday, off and on all day, I was trying to find scary stuff. A lot of times you'll try to find a scary movie, and I go to Amazon Prime, and I'm not even opposed to paying, you know, $1.99, $2.99, $3.99 to rent one through Amazon for the ones that aren't on Prime. But most of the time the movies are really sucky. So then I decided to look for documentaries because I love documentaries, and I like, you know, like Ghost Hunters. That's like the only ghost hunting show I like. There's a couple of other ones that I think are just really kind of hokey, like, you know, every little sound they think is a ghost, whereas Jason Hawes and his team on Ghost Hunters, they try to debunk. You know, they don't go into it thinking, oh, it's automatically a ghost. They think it's, you know, anything other than a ghost. So, but anyway, yesterday I found a couple of documentaries. One is, I don't think really is a documentary. It was called The Pantry Ghost, or The Ghost in the Pantry. And it was made like it was kind of the story of like this family that lived in a house that had a ghost in their pantry. But there was a couple of things about it that made me think, it's just a movie, it's not real. One was, it's like the father of the family, when they were interviewing him, they were like blurring out his face and disguising his voice. But then when they were showing clips of the things that he was recording, he's talking. His voice isn't disguised. So if you really wanted your voice disguised, why would, you know, and then there's another if a door would open or something, you could see the counter on the camera would be, you know, just ticking right along. Well, there's one part where there's supposedly something happening and the counter goes backwards. So it's like the editor didn't fix that. Well, but then I also watched, I don't remember the exact name. I put it on Instagram, but there was a documentary about the most haunted places in California or something. And it was actually a documentary. It was really interesting. It was really good. They had some like actual footage and stuff. I had heard about a ghost like in this San Pedro area in this house that supposedly like tried to hang somebody, and they actually have that on film. And then the other thing I watched that was a documentary was called Cropsey, and that was really interesting too. It was like listed under horror movies, but it wasn't really scary. It was kind of sad. You know, I won't really give it away, but basically, you know, about somebody that was killing children, and like from years ago, and the documentary on that. It was very, very interesting. And over, let's see, Saturday, this past Saturday, my husband and I went and saw Poltergeist, and so I figured I'd let you know if that was any good or not. You know, if you liked the first movie, I loved the first movie. I thought the first movie was really scary. It's still really good. I think it still holds up really well today. And it's like a remake, but it wasn't exactly a remake because they switched the story up quite a bit. It had a lot of different parts. The concept was still the same, but the way they delivered it was different. And it was okay. We spent at the theater by my house. It's just a little theater. It is like $5.25 if you go before 4. So we went before 4. So we didn't feel like we wasted our money or anything. But if I would have went, you know, when it gets up a lot higher, you know, in the evening time, I probably would have felt like I wasted my money. And so it's definitely a red box or a rental. And then if you can go for cheap, I think it's worth seeing. It had a couple of scary parts, but I didn't think it was as scary as the first one. I didn't think the characters were as likable. You know, like it had a little girl in it, just like the first one. Heather O'Rourke played the original little girl. I just liked her a lot better than this other one. She was cute too. I don't know, just she wasn't quite as endearing, if that makes sense. But, so I'm glad I went and saw it. I just always continually get disappointed when I go see scary movies. The Conjuring was a really good one. That one was good and scary. And there's one called The Cabin in the Woods that came out several years ago that was totally not like what you would think. It was a little gory, but it was really good. So I love those scary movies. And I was going to tell you, I just downloaded a series of books to read, and I don't remember who the author. You know what? Hold on a second and I'll go get it. Okay. I've got my Kindle out. It's called the Emma Frost Mystery Series by Willow Rose, and there's 9 books, and it's like thriller, maybe kind of scary, mystery thriller kind of thing. And I've read 1 book so far, and I'm into the second one. They're really pretty good. I mean, they were really, really cheap on Amazon for my Kindle. The first book I actually read in one day because I read it the day before yesterday, sitting outside enjoying my vacation, and read that whole book and started the second one. But like I said, there's 9 of them. And do you guys have any series that I really like? I mean, I'll read single books, but I like to be able to get with the characters and spend a long time with them. And so I like book series. I'm always searching for book series, you know, like 3 books or more. So that's why I was excited to find this one, that it's 9 books. And I think I spent a total of maybe $12 for 9 books. So I thought that was pretty good. There was a few that were free, and then a couple that were like $2.99, and then one set that was $9.99 or something. But so maybe I spent like $14, which for 9 books, that's really good. But I like to read all kinds of books. I really like mystery. I like some romance. Scary books I love, and I like science fiction, and I like a lot of books, and I like, you know, like apocalypse and that kind of stuff too. I guess I like living in a fantasy world, I don't know. So anyway, that is all I had to share. I want to say thank you so much again to Nikki. That was so nice of you. And I can't think of anything else. So before I start to ramble, like you know I will talk to you next time. Bye.